Geo Brags, doing the geography and also the brags, yeah.
Woo!
Oh my, how the mighty have fallen.
Max, are you okay, my guy?
The once promising career of Geobrax is taking a tumble.
Welcome back to the Global Cities Tournament 2024. My name is Geobrax and I'm going to be your host today for episode 13. Today we are going to get into the second round matchups in Quadrant 2 and quite frankly, I'm falling all over myself. That's how excited I am. Let's go to the previews.
Surabaya are a surprise participant here in the second round, having survived two matchups that went to 5 categories. Against Yangon, they advanced on the basis of their slogan, Sparkling Surabaya, and against Cologne, they advanced on the basis of having better nature, specifically the mangrove Wonojero. Now it is up to the number 32 seed, number 53 overall, Melbourne, one of 2 remaining cities from Australia, to stop the run of the Javan Giants. In the first round of this tournament, Melbourne swept Hanoi. Number 65 Montréal, Quebec is in the second round on the back of a 5-category victory over Caracas, thanks to having better landmarks, specifically the Notre Dame Basilica. Can Montréal make it to its first ever third round? To do so, Montréal will have to upset the number 2 overall seed Shanghai, a city that made it to the round of 16 in GC 2020 and already has recorded a sweep in this tournament against St. Petersburg. Returning semifinalists and number 16 seed Dubai was able to sweep their rematch against Kinshasa in the first round. Can the Cardiac Kids keep it rolling? Strangely enough, it will be their second round opponents that have been more so Cardiac Kids in this tournament. That is number 44 overall Milan, Italy, who in the first round went to 5 categories and advanced past Monterrey on the basis of having a better nickname, namely the fashion capital of the world. Debutantes Edinburgh have made Scotland proud after having defeated a major Chinese city, Nanjing, in the first round of this tournament. Can the dream run continue? Standing in the way of Scottish destiny is the number 17 overall seed, San Francisco, California. San Francisco made up for their first round exit in GC 2020 by defeating Dhaka in the first round of this tournament. Can they make it to the third round for the first time ever?
Surabaya versus Melbourne. 11. 1. Three. 5. 3.
Extra.
4. The first matchup of the day features the city that survived the opening round and the first round. That is going to be Surabaya from the island of Java in Indonesia. They'll be taking on the first of 2 Australian cities here in the second round, the Pride of Victoria, the number 32 overall seed Melbourne. And Not Ricked has given us the first category as Most Visited Museum. In Surabaya, it's the House of Samperna, their tobacco company, which receives about 205,000 annual visitors. And in Melbourne, it is the National Gallery of Victoria. 1.58 million visitors per year. That is a 1-0 lead to Melbourne. Second category is which city's average high monthly temperature is closest to 23 degrees Celsius. 31.67, very hot in Surabaya. 19.92. A much more appropriate answer, more appropriate number. Melbourne up 2-0. Third category is pollution index, 55.9 in Surabaya, 30.7 in Melbourne, and it's over. That is a sweep, Melbourne. Welcome back to the third round. Montréal versus Shanghai. 10. 6. 1. 17. 4. Extra. 3. 'In this matchup, we have the third of the 3 Canadian cities here in the second round, Montréal, Quebec, taking on the first of the 7 Chinese cities in the second round. That is going to be the number 2 overall seed, Shanghai. First category is which city has the busier airports, Montreal Trudeau International Airport, YUL, 21.2 million passengers per year against the Shanghai Pudong International Airport, PVG, 54.5 million per year. A 1-0 lead in the number 2 overall seed. The second category is gross domestic product per capita, $24,200 in Shanghai and $39,324 in Montreal. A 1-1 draw. Third category is which cities average high monthly temperature is closest to 23 degrees Celsius. An impressively cold 11.92 in Montreal, 20.46 Shanghai on the brink. Going back to the third round, the fourth category is the quality of living ranking, 109th for Shanghai, 20th for Montreal, 2-2. That means we're going to category number 5. Subjectivity time. My dear friend Not Richt has demanded that we discuss which city has the best nature on offer. In Shanghai, we have the Gongxing Forest Park, Century Park. We have the Huangpu River, the Guyi Garden. In Montreal, as a counter to the Huangpu River, we have the St. Lawrence River. We also have Mount Royal Park, the Recreo Park, Parc La Fontaine, and also St. Helens Islands. That's right, you can go to the beach in the middle of the river in Montreal. And Shanghai's offerings just aren't that overwhelming to overcome the fact that you can go to the beach in the middle of the river in Montreal. You take your Montreal to the third round. Dubai versus Milan. 17. Boy, howdy, golly gosh. 12. 4. 6. 4. Extra. 7. 'The next matchup features the first of the two Emirati cities still alive in the tournament. That is going to be the number 16 overall seed, Dubai, taking on the final remaining Italian city, Milan. My dear friend Not Rick says, quality of living ranking is category number 1. Dubai finished in 79th position, Milan in 44th position, a 1-0 lead to the Italian city. Second category is number of foreign tourists per year, 3.5 million to Milan. 14.4 million to Dubai. We are tied at 1. Third category is rent cost versus purchasing power. The rent is 35.3% higher in Dubai. And Dubai's purchasing power is 106% higher, a 2-1 lead. The fourth category is gross domestic product per capita, and it is a close one. $46,854 against $47,557. And by less than $1,000, Dubai takes the fourth category. Last year's Cardiac Kids are getting it done before the fifth category for the second straight matchup. Back to the third round. Edinburgh versus San Francisco. 4. 7. 12. 15. 4.
Extra.
5. Up now, we have the third of the 8 American cities taking part in the second round. That is going to be number 17 overall seed, San Francisco, California, taking on the final representative from Scotland, the debutantes, Edinburgh. First category is rent cost versus purchasing power. As you might imagine, the rent in San Francisco is higher, 109.5% higher. As you might imagine, the purchasing power in San Francisco is higher, 57.9% higher. That's a better deal in Edinburgh, 1-0 lead. Second category, from Not Rick's, is which city has the largest company headquartered there. And number 134 on the Global 500 is Wells Fargo, $82.4 billion in revenue. That'll take down the Bank of Scotland at $6.5 billion. Tied at 1. Which city has more foreign tourists per year? Yeah, this is absurdly close. 1.8 million, 1.7 million, both in the year 2022. And although San Francisco probably has way more tourists overall, too many of them are from the United States. Edinburgh, a surprise winner of the category, up 2-1. And the fourth category is carbon emissions per capita, usually a disgrace for the American cities. However, San Francisco, surprisingly low for a U.S. city, 7.1 tons of carbon dioxide per person. And in Edinburgh, 4.5 tons of carbon dioxide per person, and the debutantes going to the third round.
The number 10 overall seed Singapore, a city that made it to the round of 16 in GC 2020, won its first round rematch against Cape Town. They will now face the sole representative from Greece, that is number 75, Athens, a city that recorded its first ever win in the first round in 5 categories over Atlanta on the basis of having better landmarks, particularly the Acropolis. Number 41, Wuhan from Hubei province in China is back in the second round after a dominant first round sweep of Sofia. Things should be getting a bit tougher in the second round, for Wuhan will be facing the number 27 seed Amsterdam, the sole representative of the Netherlands. Amsterdam also recorded a first round sweep against Bengaluru. Number 50 Barcelona have advanced to the second round for the first time ever, having swept Medellin in the first round. The Catalonian Giants will be taking on the number 28 overall seed Chengdu from Sichuan province in China. Chengdu also recorded a first round sweep against Dublin. Number 55, Nagoya, Japan, recorded its first ever victory in a Global Cities tournament, defeating Copenhagen in the first round. As a reward, Nagoya will be taking on the number 7 overall seed Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles knocked out Riyadh in the first round and is looking to make it back to the third round for the second straight tournament.
Athens versus Singapore. 9. 7. 2. 15. 2. Extra. 2. The number 10 overall seed Singapore is looking to get back to the third round. They will be taking on the sole representative from Greece. That is the city of Athens. Not Rick says the first category is highest ranked university on the U.S. News Report. We have the National and Kapodistrian University of Athens at 250th position against the National University of Singapore. In 26th position, 1-0 lead to the number 10 seed. Second category is which city has the largest company headquartered in it. We have Eurobank Ergasias, $7.8 billion in revenue per year, against the Trafigura Group, $231.3 billion in revenue per year. In fact, it's ranked 19th on the Global 500. Singapore, you're up 2-0. The third category is most species of birds. That is gonna be a sweep. 437 to 132 in Singapore. Get on into the third round. Amsterdam versus Wuhan. 2. 12. 16. 13. 3. Extra. 15. In this matchup, we have the number 27 seed Amsterdam, representing Netherlands, taking on the pride of Hubei province, Wuhan. The first category is most species of birds. 394 against 345. It's a pretty good number for a city in Europe. But Wuhan was a 394, 1-0 lead to the Hubei city. Second category is the number of foreign tourists per year Well, Hubei province as a whole gets 1.1 million. Amsterdam, 5.4 million, tied at 1. Third category is the public transit rating. Amsterdam ranked 11th on the Oliver Wyman Forum. Wuhan not ranked at all, so we went to the metro ridership. 250,000 daily riders on 42.7 kilometers. In Amsterdam and Wuhan, 3.64 million daily riders, 486 kilometers. And this one's gonna go to Wuhan. The 2-1 lead. Fourth category is total Michelin stars. Wuhan has none. Amsterdam with 28, including 5 2-star restaurants. Speaking of 2, both cities have 2 categories, which means we're going to the 5th. Subjectivity time, not Ricked. What do you say? Best landmarks. We have the Yellow Crane Tower, the Yangtze River Bridge, the Guiyuan Temple, against the Rijksmuseum, the Royal Palace, Westerkerk, Central Station. We know where this one's headed. It's gonna go to Amsterdam. And we're gonna see you in the 3rd round. Barcelona versus Chengdu. 14. 2. 11. 4. 3. Extra. 15. In this matchup we have the number 28 overall seed from Sichuan province in China. That is going to be Chengdu taking on the second of the 2 Spanish cities, the pride of Catalonia, Barcelona. In the first category from Not Ricked. Happy City Index. Chengdu, unranked on this. Also unranked on the Global Happiness Report. So I'm going to have to go to the second category. Healthcare Index, 65.7 in Chengdu. 77.2 in Barcelona. 1-0 lead to Catalonia. Category the third. The most visited museum in Barcelona. It's actually the FC Barcelona Museum at 1.2 million visitors per year in Chengdu. It's 1.54 million per year to the Jianshuan Museum Cluster. We're tied at 1 going to the 4th category, which is highest population density in Barcelona. 16,000 people per square kilometer in Chengdu. 3,500. Barcelona has itself a 2-1 lead going in to the extra category. That's going to be the number of carbon emissions per capita. In Chengdu, it's 4.4 tons of carbon dioxide per person, 53rd overall. Barcelona, 92nd overall in total emissions, but 7.2 tons of carbon dioxide per capita. Chengdu brings it back, tied at 2. 5th category, once again, is best landmarks. In Chengdu, we have the Anshun Bridge, the Wenshu Yuan Monastery, Tianfu Square. It's going to take on Parc Gateway, La Sagrada Familia, Arc de Triomphe, Plaza de Catalunya, Las Ramblas. We know how this one turned out. Barcelona, welcome to the third round. Nagoya versus Los Angeles. 11. 2. 9. 5. 2. Extra. 7. 2 Japanese cities qualified for the second round. Nagoya is one of them. They will be taking on the number 7 overall seed from California, Los Angeles, representing the United States of America. First category is most visited museum. We have the Nagoya City Science Center taking on the California Science Center, which receives a 4-to-1 advantage in visitors per year, 1.69 million against 400,000, 1-0 advantage to the Californians. The second category is given by my dear friend Knott, with healthcare index 61.1 in Los Angeles, 84.5 in Nagoya, 1-to-1 tie. Third category is the highest ranked university on the U.S. News Report. We have the University of California, Los Angeles in 14th position in the entire world. Nagoya University, 333rd, a 2-to-1 lead. Los Angeles on the verge of the third round. Fourth category is which city's major airport is closest to the city center. LAX, 25.6 kilometers away from downtown Los Angeles. NGO, 44.1 kilometers away in Los Angeles. You go into the third round. Well, there you have it. That was lucky number 13. Episode 13, that is. At least for the 8 cities that survived to the third round here in Quadrant 2. We have 5 of the 8 seeded cities remaining in this quadrant. 4 continents are still being represented. And we just saw 3 matchups go to category 5. It's quite an episode. Expect some more good ones coming up. We still have 2 more to finish off the second round. If you're getting lost in the sauce, you can't remember the bracket, we're here for you. Challenge.com/GCT24. Links below, along with our Discord link, so you can see all the research we're doing for every single episode. You can go ahead and subscribe if you want. You can keep hanging out with me. I'm GeoBrax, and this is the Global Cities Tournament 2024.